Hi guys, welcome back to another video on this channel and thanks so much for tuning in again. In today's video we're gonna talk a little bit about tech because I'm going to tell you my opinion of the Dyson Supersonic hairdryer Professional Edition, meaning with a super long 3-meter cable. Before I get going, let me say that I am not affiliated to Dyson in any way, shape or form, meaning that I bought this with every single cent of my own money. This is important because, especially when you talk about expensive equipment, people always seem to think that you are sponsored. So this is not a sponsored video. I would kill to get sponsored by Dyson, but unfortunately they are not willing to do that. I tried talking to them on a fair actually, and I tried to pitch them my idea of sponsoring me and me presenting it to my audience, but they didn't think it was a good idea because they didn't believe, or they don't believe as much in the male consumer market. So first of all, why this? Why the Dyson and not some other kind of hairdryer? I have to say I was super curious to see what it's like. I've been seeing the ads for literally years. I think it's 3 years ago when I first saw a TV ad of Dyson and their new hairdryer with the whole mechanics thing and that it's like super healthy for your hair and that it dries your hair super fast. I didn't believe in it at first because it looked so weird and so unlike any other blow dryer that was familiar to me at that time. And it was only when I started reviewing this and really getting into the details of what makes this thing different than any other hairdryer on the planet Earth that I noticed how great it actually was. First of all, the way the Dyson Supersonic works is almost entirely different than what I'm used to from other blow dryers, because usually you would expect a blow dryer to have somewhat like this type of shape or form with a large barrel on top producing all the airflow and heating of the unit and a handle sticking out on the bottom with the controls of airflow, heat and maybe some kind of cold boost button. Now with the Dyson product, things are a little different since there is no actual airflow being produced in the top part of the unit. So the turbine is not inside here. You can actually look through this thing. The turbine is inside the handle instead, and the air is being sucked in via this little mesh down here. And while the heating is indeed done in the top part of the unit, this makes it very, very compact and also extremely light, meaning that this is somewhat in the range of 400 something grams, and my old blow dryer is in the range of 700 to 800 grams. Also, the turbine that is inside here is faster, it's way more precise, meaning that the start and stop times are a lot shorter than with the other machine, and it's also less noisy. And I think it's best to show you some audio footage of both my old blow dryer and this one so you can hear what the difference exactly is. To be honest, to me, the difference is almost like day and night because the turbine inside the Supersonic runs at such a higher RPM. It's so much more precise, but still it's so much less noisy than my older machine. It's truly incredible. And this also reflects in the performance or in the air distribution of the unit, because the air distribution is incredibly dense, but also very soft, meaning that it's not a tightly condensed airstream, but it's also not weak, so it ranges very far and the distribution is very even. So I'm happy to report that what they say about the drying functionality of the Dyson Supersonic, in my case, is definitely true, because I did some extensive A/B testing and on average my hair was dry after roughly 4 minutes with the Supersonic. And with the older machine, it took about 6 or even 7 minutes in some cases so the drying goes a lot faster, at least 50% quicker when using the Supersonic with my current hair length and density. And to be clear, this is not because this thing doesn't dry my hair, because it does, and it also does so in 4 minutes. But the thing is, there are some moist spots left that are incredibly hard to get rid of, and I had the feeling that the Supersonic dries my hair more as a whole and not in singular spots. So the coverage was better, and therefore my hair after 4 minutes was completely dry and not somewhat dry. Also, you've probably already heard about the temperature sensor that's in this thing, because the Dyson Supersonic measures the temperature of the outflowing air about 20 times each second to ensure that it never rises above 100 degrees Celsius, which is considered to be a critical temperature for structural damage to occur to the hair. And that's something that I can also kind of confirm, because I have to say my hair feels super crazy soft after blow drying with this thing. Sometimes when I blow dry with a Supersonic, it feels like I've used conditioner, although I didn't, and it's just doing wonders to the feeling and the perceived health of my hair. To conclude, is this thing worth its extraordinarily high price tag? Definitely yes. Do you need this thing? That depends. Is it a necessity to own the Supersonic? Definitely not. Overall, in my opinion, this is a stunning piece of engineering. I'm super happy with my purchase, and I just love how this thing works. However, I cannot guarantee that I would rebuy it, because the whole discussion and the whole testing has made me curious to what a $200 or $150 product might feel like. You have to keep in mind upon watching this review that I did not compare it to a $200 product. I compared it to a $40 product, which is a huge stretch. Maybe if this thing will stop working sometime in the future, I might consider buying a different product just to see what it feels like. However, for the time being, I'm super happy with it. That's about it for this video, guys. If you liked it, please leave me a thumbs up. If you are new to this channel, please consider subscribing. And if you have tried the Dyson Supersonic hairdryer, then please leave your opinion in the comments down below. Even if you haven't tried it, just drop down in the comments if you would buy this thing or not. And that's about it for this video. I will see you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching, and bye bye.